Hello there. Welcome to my channel, Mace's Life, where I'm terrible at managing money, but trying to get better. So with today's video, I wanted to go over my quarter two financial milestones update for 2025. So let's get started. So here under column A, and I got this entire spreadsheet from Debt Over It with Layla, and she'll be linked below. She has several spreadsheets. I'm going to link you to her channel, and then from her channel you can go to her website and pick, which of the spreadsheets that you would like. I use 2 of them. I may end up using more in the future once I pay off debt, but you can also see different things that she does as well, like financial coaching. I do alter the spreadsheets slightly to better fit my needs, but here they are. So, like I was saying, on the left-hand side on column A, these are all my financial milestones that I want to complete within the 10 years from when I started my financial journey in 2023. So my last one will be in August 2033. So that'll be a whole year, a whole 10 years from September 2023. I don't know yet when I will, start planning for the 10 years after that. But I have so many milestones and goals that I want to complete within this first 10 years. And then I feel like after I buy a house, after I create an emergency fund, that's 3 months, after I start contributing regularly to my retirement funds and paying off my debt, I feel like it's just going to be maintaining. So it wouldn't be necessarily a milestone other than just seeing where I'm at with where I started off from, if that makes any sense. But here you can see in column B, there's goal dates that I want to accomplish these financial milestones by, but then completed dates. So you can see here that some things I completed early, and some things, I believe that was a firework, sorry about that, and some things I have completed a little late. A firework and no, oh well. Then, yep, you can see here, did this one have completed? Alright. So then I'm just going to go over these just briefly because I go much more in depth in my monthly debt confessions videos. But you can see these here, everything that I already reported in my monthly debt confession video with my debt milestones. Then in this line here, my goal is to bring down my debt to income to 10%, and that is to help me one day buy a house. When the lenders look at your amount of loan that they can offer you, they have to see how much debt you have, and depending on the type of loan that you go with, you can only have so much debt. I can't really explain too much on the specifics of this because I'm not a lender, I'm not a broker, and I'm terrible with money. I am learning, but I'm still, I think, terrible. But I just put a goal of 10% because the 10% is the most that I want to be at by the time that I buy a house. Hopefully less than that, but and most likely less than that, because this is as you can see with my goal date coming and approaching sooner than my home purchasing goal date. Then I want to make $100,000 in a year. So to show that goal, because I sometimes have a second job, or there was a year where I received a $2,000 tax refund, I put, $100,000 divided by 12, which is $8,333. But to account for those one-off months that I just mentioned, I said make this amount for 3 months in a row. Now, I have yet to do so. The year that I got that $2,000 refund was in March of 2023, and I don't go back that far. So in that month, I made over $8,300. So it's for reasons like that why I say 3 months in a row. All right. Then I have here my goals, which to have an emergency fund. You can see in February 2024, I had the accomplishment of hitting my first goal, which is to have $1,000 in my emergency fund. It took me 6 months to save up $1,000, but I did it, and then the very next month I was able to save up an extra $500 for my emergency fund. Which year did I receive the I think I received the $2,000 tax refund in 2024. I think that's missing there. Yes, I think I received it in March, and that's why this debt dropped so much. So this income does not include my tax refund. I think that's just because this is the income. Okay, so this is my main primary income that is used to purchase a house. Sorry about that. I did not count all my income on here. This is only the income from my primary job as either a tax collector and now a HR analyst. While this line here, again, it does the same thing. Does it? No. Let me see. Alright, so this job is my main job, and this only includes the income from my first job and my second job. Ooh, okay, sorry about that. I was trying to figure out what happened here. Okay, this includes my income from my first and second job. This includes only my income from my main job. Alright, now let's get back to the emergency fund. Let me scroll down so I can stop distracting myself. What's happening? Anyways. So I have my emergency fund. I'm going to keep it right now at the $1,515 simply because I have to have a minimum of $1,500 in my Chase checking account so that I don't incur a $12 fee every single month. But I don't want to already go ahead and start saving the $3,000 emergency fund because I still have debt that I want to prioritize. Then once I pay off those debts, I will start contributing more to my emergency fund until I can get a 3-month emergency fund. This $15,000 for me is about 3 months. I actually believe it's this $12,000. I believe the $12,000 is a 3-month emergency fund for me. But the $15,000 I will expect, as with inflation, my emergency fund will increase. So then let's move on down to my credit score. So this is also in preparation for me buying a house. So I want to have over 750 credit score on my FICO 8 and on my Vantage 3. Now I know that the home loans and the lenders and the brokers and all those, they'd look at the FICO 4, 5, 6, I believe, not the 8 or the Vantage 3. But these two are free, and the 4, 5, 6 you have to pay for. So I look at these two. And you can see here that my credit scores are starting to increase. It did decrease a little bit, but that's because I opened up this new card. Here, but it did decrease for my FICO 8. It didn't for my Vantage 3. It did in this month. So why did it do that? What happened from March to April? Maybe it's because I closed out a card. Oh yes, I had this card for a very long time. So that probably took a hit to my credit age. Because I'm still in my 20s, I'm 28. So, I don't have a lot of credit history. Alright, then let's move on down to these next few milestones. So these are also milestones for me one day purchasing a home. So I want to save a minimum of $10,000 for a buyer's commission, minimum of $15,000 to go towards down payment, and a minimum of $10,000 for closing costs. Yes, I understand there are cases where I can have the lender give me the money for these options, but I also understand there's cases where I have to owe a lot more than this, especially in California. These are just the minimums because I have no idea what the housing market will be like by the time I go to buy a house, so I just put these minimums here as a placeholder. I might come in one day and change this, but for right now, this is how it is. Then my goal to buy a house, you can see I have the little dashes, and that's just because I can't put just a house on here, so I just put dashes, and then once I buy the house, I might put how much I paid for it, but right now it's just little dashes, and it's gonna stay that way until I buy the house. Then for my retirement investments, as I've mentioned in other previous videos, I have a pension. I cannot stop contributing to my pension. It's mandatory that I contribute roughly 7% of my income to my pension. So I like to track how much is in there. In March 2025, at the end, I believe it was March 28th, I hit my goal of $25,000 in the pension retirement fund, and if I hover over it, you can see how much went to contribution and how much went to interest. So now I'm working on my next goal, which is to have $50,000 invested in retirement. That includes pension and other incomes as retirement contributions as well. So if I pay off my debt and I'm starting to be able to contribute to a Roth or 401k or 403b, then I'll start doing so. But for right now, it's just my pension. And then lastly, this will be where I contribute to my Roth. And it's because I want to hit that yearly maximum that you can do for, tax reasons. Alright, so it was all chaotic. It's kind of all over the place. I'm so sorry about that. I just took an exam this morning. I've been studying all week, so that's why my videos have been sporadic with the times. I'm so sorry. Thank you for putting up with me. But yes, I took an exam this morning. I already got my grade back. I passed. Got an A-. So now I can take a break and I can focus back on getting these videos out timely at 6 a.m. like I prefer. So that's the breakdown of my week's bid, but that's also the breakdown of my Quarter 2 2025 financial milestones. Thank you for following along. If you stay to the end of the video, I'd love to have you join this journey with me. So hit subscribe, click the like, and leave a comment down below if you would like. My next video will be out tomorrow, and if you have any advice, please leave it down below, as I would greatly appreciate it. But other than that, thank you, and until then, thanks for watching, and see you next video. Bye-bye.